Hi guys, it's Amie and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. So, it's the new year and that means new goals. So I've set myself a Goodreads reading goal of 40 books for 2023. And to get through some of the fandoms that I've had on my list for the last few months, as well as reread all my Alison Noel and Jessica Brody books, and to read their new books, I'm using Becca from Becca and the Books idea of Bookopoly. So last year I used her Bookopoly board for September, and I altered it slightly for, I think it was October and November. So I decided to make my own for this year. So I used the Monopoly Junior board because that's the size of the paper I had. I didn't want to tear it in two to make it into a bigger page, and it was easier just to keep it inside this book. But it's worked out well, I think. So let's have a look at the board. So here is my board. We have our dice, we have Donatello, who was with us last year, we have our community shelf and chance cards, and we have a brand new board. So on the brown property, middle grade and fantasy. On the light blue we have small book, which is under 300 pages, big book, which is over 450. On the red we have thriller or crime, and orange we have set in the UK or US, or set outside of the UK or US. On this side we have romance on the pink, and we have fantasy again around this side on the yellow, because you know I love my fantasy. So on the final side we have science fiction on the green, and then on the dark blue TBR classics and classic books, because you know I need to get through my classics. On the corner spaces, on the go, we have go and randomise our Goodreads TBR. In the jail space we have viewer recommendation. Around this corner we have a 5-star prediction, which means if I land on this space I need to read a book that I think is going to be 5 stars. And then on the final corner we have read a library book, because I always have books out from the library. Okay, and then for the electric company we have to listen to an audiobook or read an ebook. And for the waterworks we have mood read, because with everything going on in my life now I kind of want a lot of mood reading. And then we have our 4 train stations, 2 of which is the lowest and highest rated on my Goodreads TBR. And then the other 2 is poll pick, and I will post the poll on my Twitter, and most recent purchase on this side. Okay, and finally we have 2 chance spaces and 2 community shelf spaces. So if we land on the chance spaces, it means I have to pick one of these cards, and I have a few books that I'm looking forward to, and then a few books that I am not looking forward to, but altogether they are books that I do want to read. And if I land on the community shelf space, we pick one of these cards, and these are things like read childhood favourite, next in a series, new to me author, add an extra book to my TBR, amongst others. So to reach my goal of 40 I need to read 3 books a month to meet my goal. So I'm doing 3 murals each month to decide which books I'm going to read. So I'm going to basically do the usual Monopoly rules. We're going to roll the dice. Whatever square I land on, I need to find a book that fits that. If we roll a double, we roll again. That means we add an extra book to the TBR. And at the end, I will add whatever books that I need to read for that month as well, for a read along, or if I just want to, well, if I have an arc to read. So let's put Donatello here and let's get into our rolls, shall we? So roll number 1, we rolled a 9, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is big book, to read a book with 400 or more pages. So for roll number 1, we rolled a 9 and landed on big book. That means I have to pick a book that is 450 pages or more. And I've decided to read Gemina by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. I don't have it with me. It's currently on hold at the library. I need to pick it up on Friday. So Gemina is book 2 in the Illuminate File series, and in this one we follow Nick and Hannah as they try to get their jump station up and running in time for the people from the first book to get to them and to get to safety. I like the book because it's mixed media. It's got IMs, emails, text messages, surveillance footage and things like that. It's a science fiction book. I'm not a big fan of science fiction, but I really did enjoy Illuminate Files. Roll number 3. So roll number 2, we have a 5, and that is 5. Set in the UK or US. So for roll number 2, we rolled a 5, and we landed on to read a book that is set in the UK or the US. So I picked Finlay Donovan is Killing It by Elle Cosimano. So this one is about Finlay, who is an author, and she's overheard in a cafe while she's meeting her editor or her agent or something, and they're discussing the plot of the next book, and a woman overhears it and thinks she's a hitman and hires her to kill her husband. That's all I know about it so far, but I'm looking forward to reading it. For roll number 3, we have a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is a romance book. For roll number 3, we got a 5, and we landed on romance, which means I need to read a book that features a romance. I have picked the Hawthorn Legacy, which is book 2 in the Inheritance games. So I'm sure that this romance is going to expand in book 2. I don't currently have it with me. It is on hold at the library. Again, I need to pick that up on Friday. Okay, so that is all from me. If you are doing Bookopoly as well, or any TBR game, let me know in the comments below what's on your TBR for January, and let me know if you've read any of these books that I need to read for January, and what you thought of them. So that is all from me. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!